This one's for you, Stan. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is directed by 3 gentlemen, but I don't want to mess their names up, so I'm going to put their names here. And it stars Shameik Moore as Miles Morales, and this of course is the regular tale of Spider-Man. He gets bitten by a radioactive spider and then he figures out his powers, etc, etc. But Miles thinks he's the only Spider-Man in the universe until, you know, Kingpin has an experiment that goes wrong to get his wife and daughter back, therefore opening parallel universes, Universi, and bringing in loads of other Spider-Men, showing him what to do and, you know, how to bring on this new life of his and teach him new lessons while trying to get all of his new spider friends back into their own universes. Spider-Man! After Tom Holland made an absolutely spectacular remake of Spider-Man after the total pile of monkey jism that was Andrew Garfield's, and what got, you know, a little bit worse for Tobey Maguire, I really didn't think that there would be a brilliant new Spider-Man. Well, look no further, mother lickers, because this one is amazing! Now, a tiny little bit of backstory here. I was a little bit put off when this movie first came out. We had a 3D unlimited screening over here in the UK, so I decided to go to that. Don't normally like 3D. Hobbit Battle of the Five Armies ruined that for me. It looked like paper coming together, so I didn't really want to go, but I wanted to see it early. So the reason this video is late is because I had to wait till Sunday for a 2D screening to come out, and then I waited another day to see how the reviews came in. By Jingle Bean, it was totally worth that wait and all the hard drive bollocks that happened on the Wednesday. Not only is this movie Spider-Man, so of course it's amazing, but it's also so unapologetically original, and just it uses its style and its cel-shaded comic book origin and doesn't apologise for it. This is so breathtakingly original and exactly what the next Spider-Man movie before the chronological MCU film comes out. This is a great way to get away from all that and just have a standalone Spider-Man movie about one of the best Spider-Men, Miles Morales, who they don't really talk about. This is the exact way that they should have introduced Miles Morales. So cool. As I said before, this movie uses fantastic cel-shaded animation and this absolutely excellent way of telling its story. But also that I really enjoyed the really clever way that as soon as Miles figures out that he becomes Spider-Man and starts to figure out he's not exactly normal, there's like text boxes and description boxes above his head, and it doesn't shy away from the fact that it comes from a comic book. In fact, they use it to its advantage. He reads comic books in the movie about a Spider-Man who they even take the risk in this movie of, you know, some adult things in it. Like, things happen to Spider-Man that shouldn't happen in this movie, and it genuinely made me sad. And it's a cartoon. Yet the first 15 minutes of this movie is just so original, and it tells this story with no pushbacks. It doesn't think too hard about being a kids movie. This movie, because it's a comic book movie, also didn't use realism. It took its medium and it ran with it. It also uses this Deadpool meta humour that works. I mean, Spider-Man's a little bit meta anyway in his comic books, so they use that to their advantage extremely well. It was very refreshing, and, you know, that puts me in a good humour. The Spider-Men / women are the best in this movie. Quick descriptions. Spider-Gwen, awesome. The way that she's integrated with Miles in this movie is really, really fun, and the whole thing wraps up really well with her. I just love Spider-Gwen anyway. Sick. Spider-Noir is played by Nicolas motherfucking Cage. Do I need to say any more? No. Penny Parker was awesome, and a new comic book character that I knew nothing about. So it was really nice to see and really clever, and I'm glad I was introduced to this new character that I never knew. Spider-Ham is played by John Mulaney, who is also someone who I absolutely adore, and his character is a pig called Peter Porker. Life has peaked. Let's reset, because that is amazing. This movie is fantastic, it's original, and yes, much like the Lego Batman movie before it, it took some of its old characters and it took some of its old movies and did a few meta jokes about Spider-Man 3 and the shitty dancing and all that kind of thing. But as I say, so did Lego Batman, and that really worked too, and I'm a huge fan. So, with all of that being said, guys, I'm going to give Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse a 5 out of 5. So, there you have it, guys. There is my take on Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Now, if you have seen the movie, then please let me know. As always, I'd love to have a little chat about it down at the bottom of the screen here. But before you go, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and tell all your friends, because I really think they could do with a little bit of ginger in their life. So guys, until next time, this is your friendly neighbourhood ginger guy saying, Ginge out!